Hello once again everybody. I am kind of frustrated today. This is the Turing test. As you might remember from the last episode of the Turing test, we had some frame rate issues. Now, that doesn't seem to be a problem this time. It's a different problem from Construction Simulator and some of the routes on Train Sim World 3, in that those were just completely unusable. This is definitely more of a problematic issue, being what's the word I'm looking for? Intermittent. Yes. So I've played Chapter 4 before. Oh dear, that's an entirely separate issue, which I'll get into in a moment. We'll get on.
The crew intentionally cut communication with the satellite. I've found the source of the problem. They have sabotaged the communication array.
Can we fix it?
Not from here. We should carry on.
Right, so basically, something went wrong with my recording software, and I've got no commentary for my previous recording. I spent an hour playing Chapter 4, and none of my commentary was recorded. I have I figured out what the problem was. Well, not really. I haven't really figured out what the problem was. I figured a workaround, and the workaround is to make sure that my microphone is plugged in and selected before opening the up the recording software. I have had so much problems with the recording software, not so much the hardware. The hardware seems fine, but the recording software, that I just can't recommend Elgato right now. It does mean that I know exactly how to finish each of these puzzles. Oh, come on. Oh, of course, yes. The thing with this is that it will be drawn to the very middle of it. So, yeah, I'll go up and just move it a little bit now. The problem is moving this stuff is always quite violent and things get flown around. As I discovered in another puzzle room a little bit later. A little bit more. No, too much. There we go. Oh, I almost walked into the pit there. So, yes. Basically, this isn't going to be one where I see each puzzle for the first time, because we've lost that now. This entire chapter has been spoiled to me. I did notice that these numbers are actually increasing, and they correspond with this. So you've got 10 on each row, and each row is a chapter.
They really are trying to lock me out of every system. This is ridiculous.
What have you done to upset them, Tom? Why have they cut off communication?
Perhaps they have a problem with authority.
Yeah, so we'll get to all of that bit later. Essentially, as we've said, Tom is... how are we doing this? Oh yes, I remember this one now. Tom is essentially... Oh, they don't like the way that Tom is controlling everybody. I'm not going to spoil it for you. But, yeah, I'm not going to say any more on that subject. I'm just going to try and keep it the way things are. So, yes, this is a bit strange. This is a bit strange. That needs to come out of there. This thing, I believe it was the middle. I mean, the thing I can't believe is that I noticed the problem at the end of the recordings. That's what I actually need. So I want that one in there for now. Just out of the way. I'll want that. It doesn't really matter which way around those go. Oh no, it's not that one, is it? This one goes in this one over here. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I am a little bit frustrated right now. Yes, there we go. That's perfect. Yeah, I'm a little bit frustrated right now because I'm having to re-record all of this. So we come over here, we can just about see that, pop that in there, and we go up again. And we obviously need that in here.
They are trying to sabotage this mission. I need you to help me, Ava. The ground team have cut me off from most of the facility.
I thought you were in control.
I thought I was too. The ground team have attempted to systematically remove me from most of the facility. I am fighting back.
Yes, yeah, basically, how long does that stay open? Not really long enough, does it? But we can stand here and do it. There we go. Yeah, basically Tom is getting a little bit more angry with the actions of the ground crew. And the ground crew are trying to defend themselves against him.
What's going on here, Tom?
Sorry?
The ground team. They're hiding from us. They're afraid of you.
As the instrument of the ISA, I am the authority aboard this station. The crew have violated that authority. They are trying to remove me from my own home.
Yes, I wonder why. So we come through here. We need that. So we need to grab that one, put that one over there. So I wondered what that was for when I was in here last time. That does absolutely nothing apart from give you a place to put that so you can put the permanent one in there. You do have a need that because that goes in there. So the intermittentness of that will activate these lifts and let you get up. Ah, dear. It's crazy, really. So yeah, my commentary on this is not going to be quite as good as it was last time. Unfortunately.
I am breaking through their security, trying to get back control.
Okay, that's not exactly what I wanted, but it is going down there. It is going down there, so yes. So that needs to go in there. Stand on this, open that, grab those two. Now, this thing has to go on the button because you need an intermittent one to go through there. You need it solid to be able to get over that, and then you need to activate an intermittent one again to get through there. So what you do is you put the intermittent one up there, which means that that thing just keeps jumping up and down. Constant power to the button. And that's that. So the intermittentness will keep these doors, this sort of airlock running. And then you need to get up here, remove the intermittent one from there, which will keep this on. However, you need this on intermittent now. So we take the solid one once we get that like that. Solid one from there, put that in the door over there, put that back, and that makes this intermittent. Fantastic! So through here, we got another restricted area.
I do not want to
through
force
here.
your hand. But what do you remember of the ground team?
They're good people.
Sarah?
The hardest working woman I've ever met.
Right.
Did you see that
Do you see
person
them
running
as the
away up there?
rebellious type?
Yeah.
They didn't strike me as rebellious. If they've taken down parts of your system, they must have their reasons.
Yes, they definitely have their reasons. So, yeah, there's a person up there that just ran away through a door that's up there. This had me stumped for a while. I actually couldn't do it on my first playthrough, so I gave up and just went on. And then I had a bit of a brainwave on how to do it, so I came back and did it again. Basically, there is a pressure pad down there that closes this door, opens that door, and opens another door up there. Basically, if you take that and put it down there, you can get around there and go up there, but you can't move that into that to open that door to actually get in. So you need a way. You can go through there and up there and sort of do that and drop down, but then that door wouldn't be open. So what you've got to do, this took me a while of thinking actually, you've got to sort of put this here and roll it down the stairs. And while that's doing, you've got just enough time to get through there. And sometimes it stays on the button, sometimes it rolls off. So sometimes you've got to go down and try again. Up here and try again. Sometimes it just runs down the hill. Yeah, sometimes it runs down just far too fast. So you might want to run it from sort of down here somewhere so it doesn't have quite so much momentum, but that doesn't give you as much time to get up here and through there. And yeah, it needs a certain amount of momentum to get over this bit. So yeah, we'll let it run again and we'll see. Yeah, there we go. See, it's staying in position now. So that door is shut behind us. So just go up here. That's the doorway that other person went, but we can't go through there. So we're in a position now to grab that, which deactivates those stairs. Put that in there. And here we are. Now this room has a ton of lore. So, yeah, enjoy.
Daniel, are you all right?
I'm perfectly well. I'm going to live forever, don't you know?
If you will allow me, I would like to congratulate you on your good work.
What are you talking about?
Securing the organism, keeping Earth safe.
We're not made to live forever, Tom. Especially not here.
Why do you say that?
We find the cure for death, and now we're immortal. Immortal and alone. I can't live here forever, on some freezing backwater moon, feeding off vegetables grown in my own feces, starving, endlessly young, a wasted life. Live forever.
Daniel, I am sorry that you cannot go home. The ISA are wondering what to do with Eva.
What do you mean?
She is still on the Fortuna. Do we send her home? Or do we send her a sample of the organism?
I could pilot a sample to the Fortuna.
You would have to travel back to Europa, Daniel. You couldn't board the Fortuna. The risk of back contamination is too large. Eva would have to bring the sample back to Earth.
Could you allow a ship out?
I am not able to do that.
Executive override. Daniel Joseph McLean.
Okay, but only for you, Daniel. The rest of the crew cannot know about this.
Say I've gone missing.
I am afraid I can't lie.
It's not a lie.
So yeah, that's interesting. They're trying to get a sample of that organism back to Earth. Not something I would have recommended.
You called.
How's progress?
Very good. We've exposed several organisms to organism 119. We found out what it does.
It has had miraculous results.
Go on.
We've infected fruit flies and some plants, and they've not aged at all. The organism seems to be repairing them and stop biological aging processes. We don't know how yet.
It must be repairing the DNA or has some rejuvenation power.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. These plants should have died 2 weeks ago.
Huh. I don't know how they'll react to this.
Michelle, can you keep a secret? Of course. Turn off your radio. I think I'm pregnant.
How?
Chris,
You won't be able to have a child here.
keep your voice down.
Sarah, you won't go full term here.
Don't you think I know that?
The microgravity, the environment. There's not enough food or water. How will it survive? I need to operate to get rid of it.
I don't want to get rid of it. We could shut down the communication array. Just for a couple of hours.
So yeah, they're being faced with some very difficult decisions here.
That's a hand. I think there's the feet. It's not going to make it, Sarah. I'm sorry. Don't have teeth. It's too low here. It's not going to develop properly. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, some terrible news.
I'm sorry.
I can't take it anymore.
No one has to find out.
You did this.
You don't mean that.
Get off!
So yeah, there's an awful lot of lore. There's an awful lot of lore going on just in this place that some people may not even bother with. So yes, let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, right, yeah, that's the wrong way. I'm used to those restricted areas being on that side, because they have been. So this puzzle I figured out the moment I looked at it, because it's kind of obvious that you need that there. That's the wrong one. Need that one there. That activates that. The two of those alternating keep this activated and let you go through the door. Now, you come through the door and there's nothing. There's no energy. There's obviously put something in there and you've got to put something in there. There's these windows. You can see that and pull it back through. But you haven't got one. So you have a look out here and you think, well, can I take one? The answer is you can, but you can't take that one because it's immediate. What you can do is take one of these. You can take one of these at just the right time. You've got to take it when it's not active. So obviously, you take it there, and it opens just long enough for you to go through. You can take either one, the purple one or the green one, but you take it just as it goes offline. Obviously, I walked into the side of the door there, so that's that. You can do that, and you can just get through. That, of course, is now permanently locked. There's no way of going back through that. But there are plenty of other doors that are like that. So we're through there. We can grab that and go in there. That obviously opens that one. See, look at that. We're nearly done already. It's only been 20 minutes.
What do these tests tell you, Ava?
That this is a test?
No, this is a lock. This is a lock that only a human can open. The crew is trying to keep me out, but you are the key, Ava.
So you've got to ask yourself, why? You've got to ask yourself, why? Why would they be trying to keep you out, Tom? So, yes, that pressure plate there deactivates that door, so that closes that door, and it opens the one on this side. There's another pressure plate down there that appears to operate this bridge. There's a cube. How do you get to the cube? Well, there's a gap in the wall here. And something over here that allows you to move the... I always do that. I never hold it down. That allows you to push that through there, so that you can then walk over and grab the cube. Oh, it took me a little while to figure that one out, I'll tell you. So, one thing I was saying in last time I played this is that it's very often the case that you can figure out how to solve a puzzle, but it's all down to the fighting the physics in order to actually achieve what you need to achieve. So what I did is I put this on here, and then you'd think, oh yeah, just move it over the button. That's perfectly fine. Watch what happens. Oh, that actually worked. It actually worked, but we want that on the bridge so that we can deactivate the bridge when we're on the other side and drop it down. So I came up with another way. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do it or not. Anyway, you sort of jump on that. You can jump on that. I did it last time, but yeah, you end up punting it around a bit. So let's put it back down. Let's put it back down somewhere where it's not going to roll around too much. Come on, mate. There we are. So we jump onto it, jump over. There we go. Now, we can kind of jump and grab. And it's kind of here. It's a bit glitchy, but it's here. So we can put that exactly where it needs to be, without it rolling all over the place. That bit there, where I was fighting the physics, that's what inspired me to roll. That's what inspired me to roll the thing down the stairs in the restricted area. So we turn that off. Can't really see anything, but it drops the cube where it needs to be and opens the door.
I'm a little bit worried about you, Tom. Can you give me a diagnostic of your systems?
I am fine. We must get to the biolab. I have something to show you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And this also shows that these reflections are screen space reflections. Definitely screen space reflections. Oh, dear me. Right, so we've got one that we can remove with our gun here. We've got 3 doors over there that need activating. We also need to activate this one. There's a cube over there. Is there another cube somewhere? Yes, there is. There's a cube there. So we put 1 cube in this door. That'll open that. We can move this bridge now, so that we can access that there. And get this cube. I'm not entirely sure if this game is quite as fun the second time round. Maybe you need to refresh your brain a bit. You know, you need to kind of forget how to deal with all these things. Anyway, so the thing is, you need that over there. You can take that from over there. That's perfectly fine, but you've got to take this with you as well. So what you do is you get that just the right place that you can kind of just walk around the wall like that. You've got to think in this game. It is really good in that respect. So we can now just grab that from here, put that in our final door, and we're away. So, final puzzle. This one wasn't too difficult.
We must work together as allies. Friends.
Okay.
Yes, she seems rather too easy to accept that. Yeah, so but this one is kind of strange, because that of course blocks that little energy beam, which turns this one on and off. That energy beam, I think, disables the one in the middle, but that one over there needs to be off in order to activate that thing. It's kind of strange. So we need that on. So you need to walk a bit quickly just to get over there. So we need to take that to lower that. Take that to put that over there. You see we're now on we're on the only one in the middle now. So put that one on there. That shuts that off, which means that we can now cross over here. Onto there. Put that back in there. That brings us across. And there we go. Final puzzle.
This is the voice of Sarah Brooke, acting commander of the Europa mission. I know you can hear me, Ava. I counsel you caution. Your presence here is much like your AI friend. Engineered.
She is alive. Ava, Sarah. Sarah's dangerous. Please exercise caution.
Tom is definitely going, oh no, she's alive. No, we must we must do something about that. So yes, this thing in the middle pushes. So we've got cubes, we've got pressure plates, so they need to go on the pressure plates. This one keeps that door open. And where does that one go? Oh yes, that one activates the bridge. So what we need to do is we need to get this and put it back here, where this thing can push it off. And it's exactly the same with this other one as well. Only you've got to try and make the jump. And I missed it completely. Again. You see what I mean? You can indeed know exactly what you need to do, but it's wrong button. It's getting things doing what you need it to do. So anyway, we can go up here. So yeah, that pressure plate keeps this door open, but keeps that one up there shut. So we need to go through here. We need to rotate that thing so it's just in the right place, and then we just put the power back, which will push that off onto there. That shuts that door, but opens the one up there. So now we need to take that back and then go upstairs, because we don't want to activate it. Oh, of course, we need to turn it round and then go upstairs and activate it. Of course, and I keep just pressing X rather than holding X, so that should be fine. So yeah, we need to go through that door first before we can come up here and put that in there, which pushes it off onto that, which then lets us go across the bridge.
Ava, exercise caution.
So this is where things get kind of cool. You notice the lighting in here is different, and there's nothing at the end there. So yes, this place is known as the Brig. Oh, that's bright. You are controlled. And you notice how things went a bit weird there? That turned me around. That turned me around, and I can't get at this door. It won't let me. So the only way is here. Drone!
What is this?
You are controlled. See, it turned me around again. You notice the static and the glitches every now and again? It looked me down there. It did that. Yeah. Drone.
Eva Turing.
Hello?
Tom is controlling you, manipulating your every step. We built a Faraday cage to shield you from electronic signals, to break Tom's control of your mind.
Yeah, I wasn't in control there at all. Just like now. I'm moving forward ever so slowly against my will. I can pull back. And yeah. So basically, remember that mind control implant that everybody has? Yeah. Yeah.
Step inside.
It's getting all glitchy now. There's a Faraday cage to disrupt the signal.
Ava, do not enter the cage. Ava.
I can't actually stop myself moving forward now.
Ava, please. Please.
I can't go to either side either.
What is this?
This is free will, Ava. Tom has made you his slave. Outside of the cage, he will regain control of your mind. He has the power to indoctrinate you. I've opened your eyes. I'll meet you in person soon.
So, it turns out that we
Why,
were not
Tom?
Ava.
Ava, please listen. I warned you of the ground team. They are manipulating you.
Have you been controlling me?
Every member of
Yep.
the team agreed to neural implants to safeguard this mission from a misplaced sense of justice.
I didn't know you were playing me like a violin.
Ava, I am sorry that you are upset. We can work together, Ava, to search for the truth.
Open the door.
I'll open the door because I trust you, Ava. Do you trust me?
Yes.
Oh, dear me. So yes, it turns out that we were Tom all along and not Ava. We were just controlling her, which is not creepy at all. So, yeah, if I was Ava, I would not trust me. Not trust me at all. But she needs us to get through this door.
We need to get to the ground team. We can work together.
All right. Let's work together.
Why do you accept that? Why do you accept that? Why are you letting him control you again? And here we are back in her head. So. That is really weird. Look at this. Slave, 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 slave. And that is indeed the end of the chapter. So yes, there won't be an achievement pop because, yeah, I've done this already. So, there was an awful lot of stuff in this one. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time where hopefully things go right. Goodbye.